also have to become needed. What can you bring to someone else? What can you do? What is it that you can bring to the table? So what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Ginger, and you are officially kicking it with me. Today, we're going to talk about the very next thing you need to do on your path to becoming a millionaire, then on that next level of billionaire status. Yes, there are several things that, as we know from our previous videos, that I am doing, the steps I am taking to get myself to the next level, and I'm sharing those with you. So if you are interested on the next steps that you need to get to the next level, stay tuned.
A second ago was the past. Today, I decided to change my life. Today, I'm more determined than yesterday and the day before. Every day, I'm dedicated to the hustle and to the grind. And through the most high financial freedom, I will attain for my kids and for my kids' kids and the generations thereafter. I am my dream come true. I am confident in my abilities and I'm capable in my works. I am a go-getter, a hard worker, intelligent, and brave. So here's my 24-karat gold toilet because I am the shit. I am confident. I am my dream come true, and I will not lose. I'm Ginger Marie, and welcome to my channel.
Today's video, we are going into the very next steps that's necessary to get to the next level, okay? We've already discussed the basis of what you need to do from ground up, right? We've spoken about either, if it's a thing where you have to get your credit together, or if you have to get your business idea, or if your whole basis is just money. We've covered some things that you can do in the meantime to get those things off the ground, and those are in the previous videos, which will be linked below, okay? And moving forward in everything that you have to do, you also have to make sure you put yourself in the proper atmosphere, in the proper environment, surrounding yourself around people who will help you get to that very next level. What are you saying? You have to become an asset. I'm going to say that again. You have to become an asset. You have to become needed. So I understand as we grow and as we move forward, and even if you're at the beginning phases with me or how we're doing this, we're all going to need someone at some time, and that's perfectly fine. That's the circle of life. But you also have to become needed. What can you bring to someone else? What can you do? What is it that you can bring to the table? Surround yourself around people who will deem you as an asset. But in order to do that, identify some key points about yourself or some key things that you may have that you're able to bring to the table with some movers and shakers and people who are in the area or who living in the lifestyle to where you want to be in the future. Okay, so, let's say, for instance, hey, you may work at a fast food restaurant right now, okay? You may think to yourself, well, how can I be an asset? I work at, Wendy's or Chuck's or whatever the case may be. Well, this is how. You may meet someone who is a restaurantpreneur who owns different restaurants and who may want an idea what type of equipment is being used to fry French fries, or this is just an example. I'm not saying this is it, it's just an example. Well, you can be the asset. You can take back the information from what you say at your job. Okay, well, these are deep fryers, this is the oven, this is this. That's what you can do. You are becoming an asset. Or you may be cool with the manager at the job and they may be interested in franchising or whatever the case may be. Become an asset. Figure out what that is. I am a person who spent most of my adult career in music entertainment. So I have a contact list. I have Elton John's number in my phone, okay? I'm just saying, I'm just being so honest. So I have a contact list of some strong people who may be needed for different things. That's one of the things that I can bring to the table. Someone has an investing idea or something where, they need some millionaires to jump in on. Well, hey, I know a whole bunch of millionaires that I can tie them in with. That's being an asset. Okay, I also have a very great list of wholesalers. And no, it's not one of them wholesale lists that people are selling. These are just a compiled list of people who I've personally worked with over the years that I have. I bring that to the table, amongst a few other things that I do, okay, which I will share in later videos so that you can do it too to make yourself an asset. So becoming an asset is very, very important, okay? It's nothing worse than being around a group of people who are all, movers and shakers, and they know how to make things happen, and they have dead weight with them. Even if you don't have the finances, you should have some form of knowledge or something to bring to the table. That's what you have to begin to do. Become an asset. Everything, even when you purchase things. Let me tell you what becoming an asset does. This is the main thing that it does. Becoming an asset raises your value. Becoming an asset, it raises your worth. That's what becoming an asset does. You're worth something. So find out what you can bring to the table in whatever setting you're going to be around. Hopefully it's a setting of other people. Well, not hopefully, it has to be a setting of other people who are in the light or in the area of where your future is going. So find out what that is. And that's what you have to work on. It will raise your value. Also, from now on, everything that you purchase, make it an asset. Okay? How do you make it an asset? And what can I purchase that will become an asset? Anything that you can insure becomes an asset. Because if something happened to it, you will get a compensation for it. That's an asset. Become an asset. Purchase things that will raise your value. You see a lot of rappers out here, they have all this jewelry, and to some of us who may look at it like, why they got all that jewelry? That's dumb. It's just a waste of money. No, it's an asset, because I am more than certain they spend thousands of dollars on insurance on that jewelry. So if something was to happen to it, not only will they get what they paid for, but they also will get more in return because of the value. So this is what I'm saying. Become an asset. Allow the things around you to become assets. Insure anything that you spend a couple dollars for. Insure it. It is now an asset. It now raises your net worth because it's an asset. Anything that you can't recoup anything from, or anything that cannot bring anything back to you, is a liability. And we are not moving in the path of becoming nobody's liability. We are moving on a path of financial freedom and success. And in order for us to do that, we have to change our mindset. And a part of that is becoming an asset. You ever been in a relationship with someone and you felt like you were doing most of the work and everything, whether it's sexually, emotionally, financially, whether it's domestically, you feel like you are doing everything on your own. So you are the asset, and that would make them the what? The liability. Don't be the liability. If you have been the liability in the past, which could have been a second ago, a second forward, no more. This is the new you. This is the new path, and this is the new way that we're going, and we are no longer being a liability to anyone. We are assets, and everything around us must be an asset. It must bring worth, it must bring value into your life so that you can raise your net worth up and you can move forward in the dreams and in the visions that you see for yourself. Become an asset. If you live in a house and you have homeowners insurance, raise it up some. Unless if you already have the highest amount of homeowners insurance you can get, great. If you live in an apartment, anywhere that you're paying rent, get renter's insurance. And if you cannot afford to get the highest one, start where you can. Remember, this is a start. Get insurance. Insure your property where you live. If you live in a one-bedroom apartment, if you live in an efficiency, get renter's insurance. Insure your dwelling. It adds value and worth to you. It is now an asset, because if something happened to it, you recoup. Not only will you recoup what you purchased, but you'll recoup more. Make everything around you an asset, even down to your car. A car is an asset. Now let's find ways to even raise the value of that vehicle even more. How can that vehicle make money for you, where you're not just paying for it, but it's also making money for you? Everything around you must become an asset. Some of the things that I've changed in my life, just so you can know, I've upgraded my computer. My other computer finally was like, no. Everything around me needed a facelift. I invested in a Mac. I now have a Mac. I feel good about that. It's insured. Raise my renter's insurance to where I'm at, to the highest level that I could possibly get, because these are assets. I've spent my money and invested in everything in this apartment. It's now an asset. And these are things that you can start to do as well. Become an asset. And also start taking some time, look into, cryptocurrency, anything that will add value or net worth to you. That's what you want to do. Surround yourself around people where you can be the asset. And they're also the asset to you. That's how you make great deals. That's how you make great connections. And in turn, that's how you move up to the next level. Become an asset. Think about what can you bring to someone. Think about it. There's always someone somewhere who needs you. Think about that. Think about your next social circle, who you're going to be around. All of those things play a role in our move onto millions and then into billions. Become an asset. And if I can become an asset and learn different ways to become an asset, you can do the same thing too. That's what we're doing. We're focusing on becoming an asset. So if you sat through this video, I thank you so much. I hope you gained something out of it. It wasn't too long, but it was straight to the point. And if you feel it in your heart to like, if you dislike, leave a comment. And if you want to subscribe, I completely appreciate it. If you don't, I still hope that this video helped you. You can help somebody else, move them along. And always remember, it may not be your way, it may not be his way or her way, my mother's way, my father's way, but this is Ginger's way. And we are going to the top. So until next time,